In a well-worn mill that once produced women's shoes, the sounds of drills, wooden mallets, and plucking wires are music to the ears of piano players around the globe. A century ago, Massachusetts was a booming center of piano manufacturing. Today, there are just 3 piano factories left in all of America, and only one in Massachusetts. That would be Mason and Hamlin, founded in 1854 by a pianist, Henry Mason, and his brilliant friend, inventor, Emmons Hamlin.
The Mason has a big sound. It has a full sound. A lot of pianos tend to be edgy. Mason and Hamlin's are full, and they sing, and they sustain.
In this 6-story Haverhill factory, Mason and Hamlin meticulously construct a dozen or so pianos per month from scratch. That doesn't sound like a lot until you consider that every piano has at least 6,000 parts, most of them handcrafted, requiring watch-like precision and glove-like fit to produce world-class concert sound.
Depending on the model and finish, somewhere between 250 and 350 hours it takes to manufacture one of our grand pianos. You know, every bit of it's demanding. Like most things in the world, if you do things well, they work better. And Mason and Hamlin's work better.
Today, technology evolves seemingly overnight. But piano making remains rooted in time-honored techniques that harken back to a bygone era. Take the delicate bending of a piano rim. The curvature in the instrument is essential for pitch-perfect tone. Slender planks of New England maple are glued, shaped, then dried for a month in a room heated like a sauna.
You cut pieces of wood into around 3/16 of an inch thick, and they need to be that thin because they'll break in going around the corners if you get them much thicker. The process that we use today goes back to the 1870s and 80s and when it was first developed.
A computerized lathe is used in one step of the process because no human could shave wood to airplane-like tolerances. But virtually every inch of wiring, lacquering, and voicing of the keys is done in careful, incremental steps by skilled workers. Ashley Francis fell in love with how pianos work as a young child learning to play. Now, it's her life's work.
I just really appreciate taking care of the instrument that I love the most. I had a very meticulous teacher who loved keeping her pianos in the best condition that they could be in, and I played a dinky old thing that wasn't anything compared to her grand pianos, and so I just always wished it could be better, and so I just wanted to give other kids a better piano.
Robert Purcell shares Ashley's passion for piano making. An expert in keyboards, he likes to take these babies for a test ride. A music performance major in college, he still remembers the first time he tickled the keys on a Mason and Hamlin.
It was just a very beautiful tone that came out. The Mason and Hamlin piano just has a very unique bass tone. The treble is very good as well, but the bass really just kind of spoke to me the first time I played on it.
Mason and Hamlin pianos require a serious monetary investment, ranging in size from 5'4" to 9'4". They list for between $50,000 and $150,000. But whether they're meant for a living room or a grand concert hall, Bruce Clark says you're buying a magnificent heirloom meant to be played and loved.
There's something very nice about producing something that, one, is beautiful, and two, has the potential to produce beautiful music. It came very close to dying in the 80s, and so it pleases me no end that we're making something that the original founders of Mason and Hamlin would be proud of.
The piano makers there obviously are highly skilled, and that got us to wondering where they might have learned those skills. It turns out that several of them had trained at Boston's North Bennett Street School, one of the few trade schools left that still teaches craftsmanship, including courses on piano repair and tuning. Interesting.